Hello, everyone. And yeah, I used to live in St. Louis, but now I moved for college. So happy to present it. So the brief history. So like before like 1803 and like that, uh, like most part of like the U.S. was basically French colonies. So basically, the French people used this river. It's called the Mississippi River, and it's at the time and still is the longest river in the whole U.S. So they first used the river as like a trading post, and St. Louis was a great choice to settle in and like do all the trading stuff. At like 1803 or 1804, like the U.S. people bought the Louisiana Purchase, and therefore St. Louis become part of the U.S. instead of France at the time, and the people in the U.S. also used the river, the Mississippi River, as like a trading post in the city. And in 1904, the first Olympics happened for the first time in the U.S. at St. Louis, and with that, St. Louis got like an international play. And yeah, this is like the map. This is Missouri, and St. Louis like is like right near the border of like Illinois. Before the French people came, there were lots of uh tribes. Like you can see here, there were like lots of them, and the most common ones were the Illini, the Osage, and Sioux. But after like the French came and settled in the U.S., like all these were people were like forced out to move to the West and out of their hometowns. The climate, so the climate is pretty unpredictable here. It is like very hot on summers, and the winter is really cold here. And often you'll get like below like 0 degrees Celsius. And in St. Louis, there's lots of snowstorms. You'll expect that during December, January, but there's not like severe blizzards. And in spring, everyone loves spring over there. Like if you like go outside during the springtime, you'll see lots of family doing picnics and stuff. And it's a good time to be in like parks and just have fun time with your family. All right, the attractions. So the St. Louis Zoo. This is my favorite one. There's over like 15,000 animal, and you get to see all of them for free. And if you want, you can take the train because it's like a huge zoo comparing to normal. So, and it's also like $10. So I would recommend checking this out. And I think some of the favorite animals of mine were like penguins, polar bears. Those are kind of cool ones over there, but you'll see a lot from like different continents. And the arch is like the most iconic attraction. Uh, it basically means like get away to the west. Like people from the east will go to the west, and this is like a sign for that. And it's also free to go from the outside, but if you want to go all the way at the top, like right here, to see like the whole downtown of St. Louis, but also the Illinois side, you can go there for like $15 to $19. I think it's worth it and pretty good side. And the Forest Park, and this is like one of the biggest parks in like the whole country. It was like ahead of Central Park, New York, and 1,300 acre foot attraction, and it contains all these things: zoo, history museum, the science center, and the art museum. And all of these things are free, which is very nice. And even if you don't want to go to these places, like the park has like a huge picnic area, you can hang out. The National Museum of Transportation. And if you have grandchildren or childrens, I think this is like a great place for them. You get to see like different kind of trees, and even there are some airplanes, but mostly like trains from 19 to like 1960s, all those kind of trains. And there's also like a toy train. If you have grandchildren, this is like a go-to place for them. Yeah. And the St. Louis Chess Club. I think if you like chess, I also like chess, so I had to put it here. So basically, it's like a chess club in which you just meet people and just play. It's pretty friendly area. You get to play against anyone, either like inside the club or outside. And for the first day, it's free. But if you want like a membership, it's like right here, $150 for like a family, or like 100 for an adult. And if you wanna like hang out, this is like a cool place. But right across the street is like a museum, like a chess museum, which is also free, which is nice. And you get to see like artifacts that's from like 18 to 1900s. The holidays. So this is the Great Forest Park balloon glow race. So basically, it's also free, where you just see like hot air balloons, have a fun time, party, and it's like 2 day long. On the 16th, this is what it will look like. You'll just go around, see the hot air balloons, and see. I think there's a competition of who's like the best looking on that. And on the 17th, the September, yeah, there's like a race of who can go I guess like the highest, and that starts at like 1 p.m. And if you want to participate, it's all free. So I think it's the largest balloon festival in the U.S. And the July 4th at the Arch, U.S. got the independence at July 4th. You'll see lots of fireworks near the Arch. Like this is what it looks like, and you'll see parties and lots of packed action entertainment and lots of events for like kids and special main stage salute to the troops and just honor the troops who fought for the country. The Festival of Nations, this happens every usually August 27th to 28th. Previously, it didn't happen because of COVID, but this year, this is a place where like people from like different culture like meet up in one area and just show like people like teach them of their culture, like what do they eat and types of clothes that's like not common in the US. Just to show everyone like different perspective. And this great thing about this also, it's also free. And the culture and food. So the most famous food from St. Louis is like a toasted ravioli. It's basically a ravioli that's deep fried and served in marinara sauce. Yeah, and the smoked barbecue ribs. I never had it because I'm not allowed to, but I heard like people like it a lot, and you can get it at like a cheap price. And I think St. Louis made like the ice cream cones, so you'll see lots of ice cream stores in St. Louis and even like in Missouri. So the sports, like people in basically every city in US are like fan of sports. So but the teams that are based off St. Louis is St. Louis Cardinals and St. Louis Blues. The Cardinals is the baseball team, and the Blues is hockey team. And whenever there's home game, you'll expect like the whole stadium to be full, and people staying the whole night to watch the games. So everyone is proud of the teams here in St. Louis. Okay, so fun facts about St. Louis. So, like it says, St. Louis was like the first U.S. city to host the Olympics, and Gateway Arch is the smallest national park in the U.S. Peanut butter was also invented in St. Louis. If you're a fan of that, even ice cream cone and an icy was invented in like the St. Louis World Fair. at 1904. The Great Kindergarten was also made here in St. Louis for kids. Um, the first interstate highway was built in St. Louis, and the first like successful parachute jump from airplane also happened here. Also, the drink 7-Up was originated here, and the tallest monument in the U.S. is also in St. Louis. So lots of random facts about St. Louis. And yeah, I think that was end of my presentation. And yeah, I recommend checking it out. It's not even pricey here compared to like Chicago and stuff. And yeah, thank you.